Today in the Bionic shop, we're tackling an oil change.
Better, stronger, faster.
We're going to do the oil filter first thing. So we're going to get under the car. We suspect that our drain plug is leaking because we got some drips on the floor. And the first thing we're going to want to do is either put a new gasket on the plug, the screw that's in there, or we might just replace the whole screw. We just have to see what's in there. We'll take the old filter off, and then this is the new filter for oil. And then we'll put, I think it's about 5 liters that'll go into the engine from the top. This is the pan we'll use to drain the old oil out into. And then we just got a bunch of rags, and we'll use more than this because it's pretty messy. So that's pretty much all the material for doing an oil change.
What's this thing?
It's called the oil filter. So the oil goes in the engine, and as it cycles around the engine to keep everything lubricated, it can get dirty, and it picks up little pieces of metal. And inside here, there's a little filter to, the oil goes through here and picks up any big particles so it doesn't hurt the engine. This cap right here, that's the filler cap. We'll take that off so it doesn't create a vacuum as we're draining it. It just lets the oil run out faster. So just reach in there.
Alright.
And unscrew it like you would a jam jar.
This thing?
Yeah.
Which way do I
Counterclockwise. Yep. Nope, wrong way. That's tight, that's loose. Or righty tighty, lefty loosey. Yep, just take it all the way off and then turn it upside down. So one good thing to investigate.
It smells good.
Yeah, is there any kind of funniness looking on the oil cat? Now that looks like just used up oil. There's no white glunk in there. So that is a really good sign that we're not burning water in the engine. So you can just lay that on top of the plenum, which is the big flat thing on the top. Yeah, that's where the air goes in. So this is the oil plug right here. Can you see this? Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to take out. Let me make sure I got the right ratchet. Yeah. So 9/16 to loosen that. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So that's the oil filter itself. This is called the oil pan. And so the nice thing here is the oil pan looks really clean. So that means the gasket around the oil pan's not leaking. There's not a ton coming down from above. So I think there's a little bit of leak on the valve gaskets. But this one we're going to have to track down. So after we get done with this, the car's looking really clean underneath. But I'll give this a wipe and we'll have to hunt down where this oil leak is coming from. But for now, we'll just get on with the oil change job. I'm going to undo this bolt, and what will happen is the oil will come out and it'll shoot out like this far. It shoots out quite a bit because there's quite a bit in here. And so I'll get this started. Nothing will come out when it's just started. Then I'll bring this tub, so the furthest edge of the tub will catch it going straight down, because it'll go straight down at the very start and the very end. And then once I get the whole plug out, it'll shoot out and we'll catch it on the front side of the plug. So the first thing to do is just crack it, because it's kind of hard to start. Oh, it's in there pretty good. Oh, well, yeah, I got it on there good. Oh my God, I've never had an oil plug so tight. So usually you don't want to put them on that tight because
you need to change the oil, you can't do it.
Well, it's not just that. You don't want to crush the washer that keeps it from leaking. But they just
Town on it.
Yeah.
So now it'll be a bigger nut, or bigger thing.
All right, there we go.
Is it coming?
Yeah, we got it. So that broke it loose, and again, having the longer arm, you know that from school, right?
Yeah.
Gives you more strength on it.
Yeah.
So this tub's nice and pretty round. And so see the plug here? Mm-hmm. I want that to be almost straight down. And I'll guarantee you we're going to make a mess no matter what we do.
Well, we always make messes.
This is the worst job. I haven't done this for, I won't tell you how many years. And if you buy an electric car, this is something you will never have to do. But knowing how to do stuff,
it's cool.
Yeah, there's always something to fix, and just knowing how to fix anything makes it easy to fix something new once you figure it out. All right, so that's nice and loose now. And so I'll get rid of my wrench. in anticipation of this mess. It's funny how it just doesn't come out for a while, and then all of a sudden, once you get the plug all the way out,
it just goes away.
all right.
Whoa.
All right, there you go.
It looks like, it doesn't look like oil. That looks just kind of like a line.
Can you see the oil filter here, Kaden?
Yes.
All right, so we'll see if it's tight, loose enough. So usually you just hand tighten this on. Oh yeah. I think I can get this with just my hand. A little slick, so we'll use the wrench.
Oh, so that's like that filter thing that we weren't supposed to put, we don't put oil in?
We don't pre-fill it.
Yeah.
So there you go. See how easy it was to loosen? Because when you put it on, you only put it on hand tight. So it's hard, as tight as you can with your hand, but no tighter. So no tool to put it on. And so this, oh, any chance you could grab me a glove?
Oh, yeah.
Get this guy off. And the thing is, it always tends to tilt a little bit, and so it always makes a mess. Oh yeah.
Woo. It's a lot of oil.
Yeah, it's just there's a pipe right above, and so it's that pipe doesn't drain to the oil pan that this is screwed onto.
That's even messier than
Yeah.
we just did. Wow.
There we go. And it's in the pan. So we're just going with the new plug after I drop the one in. Oh, here's something neat to know. So at least when I was studying on working on cars in the 80s, the metal of the plug is softer than the metal of the oil pan. So if you do over tighten it, what's supposed to happen is the threads are supposed to break, not the threads inside the oil pan. So if this is the weak spot, this is easy to replace versus this is hard to replace. So hopefully that's the way they do it still. That's been a long time. That was when this car was new. I was doing stuff like that. So on it goes. There you go. So it's pretty much not going to leak anymore. I'll get it wiped and we'll get it snugged down. Okay. So hand tightened on, and we'll just give it a little bit of a snug. So we don't have to kill ourselves taking it off. So right about, that feels right. Okay, that's it. I've got the new filter. I'll just take a little bit of this oil, spread it over the top. Doesn't take much. And like I said, it's already on the car, and so it should be a good seal. There we go. And it just turns on, same thing, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Just get it right on there.
You have a lot of things in the green bucket.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to drop them just so I don't have to...
You know, get oil all over you.
Yeah, but it's just one of those jobs, inevitably.
You're gonna get messy.
Yeah. Luckily, there's soap. Oh.
Soap is nice.
Yeah.
I don't use it, but it's nice.
All right. So I just wipe this off so it's nice and clean. Not dripping oil anywhere. There we go. And see, I just hand tighten it. That's all it should take. After we fill it up, we'll just check to make sure nothing's dripping. This is just a paint pen, and we'll see if we can get the date and mileage on. So mileage was 20187, and it was 10/16/21. There you go. So it's labeled. So next time it comes off, whoever changes it will know how old this filter is. And job done.
Yay!
All right, so let's get the old oil out from under the car. And you can see just how black it is. There's the oil filter, my glove. We'll end up pouring this, and we're going to pour this into the container of the new oil after we get the new oil out of it. But you can see it's already pretty dark. Let's do a little comparison of how dark this is versus new oil. All right, so here's the new oil.
Whoa!
And so
That looks looks like honey.
Yeah. There's new versus old. I'll hold it just so it stays still and just put, try to get it all in the funnel. Yeah, perfect. We know it should take the whole container, but we'll stop just a little early because it's always easier to add more. Yep, a little bit more, keep going. We'll turn the car on, we'll turn it over a little bit, we'll get it, but we've got enough oil in there that we know we're not going to hurt anything. We'll let it run for a few minutes, and then we'll check it again. But let's check under the car to make sure nothing's coming out. All right, so all the old oil just goes back into the new jug, and we can take it to the recycler. We'll end up taking ours probably to O'Reilly's. Pretty sure they take it. And then this jug.
What do they do with the old oil?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I would guess they put it into a refinery and just redistill it and break it up the way they normally do. So let's check the oil level. Pull out the dipstick, clean it off, put it back in, seat it all the way to the bottom, and pull it out to check.
Here's a freeze frame of the final dipstick level. It's hard to read in the photo, but it's 3/4 full. Also, it only takes 1 quart to go from add to full. Good to know if we need to top up. Anyways, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.